Start the top five with number five being Namdi Matabike. Last year he was an honorable mention, and this year he leaped up to number five. It's just the consistency of his play has been tremendous. He's really a super impactful player for the Baltimore Ravens. They obviously are built on defense. They've been built on defense since, honestly, since this organization has been built. But, having a D line has been at times rough. They definitely have tried to make it, a mission to figure out how to become a deep team. They've always had great secondaries for a while now, but D line has definitely been kind of a little bit on the decline, a little bit, uh, far behind in terms of the process. But Matabike, they got a guy here, man. He is a solid guy. 27 years old, 5 years in the league, 3 years, $67 million, 17 games played, 43 tackles, 11 tackles for loss, 17 QB hits, 6.5 sacks, one pass deflection, one forced fumble. The two games that they played in the playoffs, he had 11 tackles, a tackle for loss, two QB hits, 2.5 sacks, one pass deflection, and is or was elected to the Pro Bowl. So, again, he had a tremendous season, very impactful. His sacks definitely declined, obviously, from his 12 of last year. But I mean, this is definitely a guy that's a destroyer, definitely a disruptor, and yeah, Baltimore's got a really good defensive lineman out here. Number four, we got Dexter Lawrence. Last year was number nine. He's obviously definitely taken a step up in this countdown. He was a guy that was a top five D tackle in my opinion from the start, from the jump. But obviously with certain things, and certain injuries and whatnot, he wasn't able to really showcase the talent that he has. But yeah, the Giants, they definitely have a tremendous D tackle here for him, and he plays at such a high level. He didn't even have this full season, and this man had almost as many sacks as he did games played. So if you can imagine a full season of him, he could have been honestly an All Pro, and he definitely, in my opinion, could have been a lot higher than four. I could have seen him at even two, three or two. So overall, he's in a great projection to become even higher. I think he's just got to continue to stay healthy, continue to produce the way we know Dexter Lawrence can. He's 27 years old, 6 years in the league, 3 years, $56.5 million, 12 games played, 44 tackles, 8 tackles for loss, 16 QB hits, 9 sacks, one pass deflection, and one forced fumble. He was a Pro Bowler. Well deserved. Definitely, I'm enjoying watching him. He's entertaining to watch on an every given Sunday. And yeah, Dexter Lawrence, number four. Three is Quinton Williams. Last year he was number two. He does go down one rank. Honestly, because of the stats going down for him. Obviously, he was definitely getting double teamed. He was definitely getting involved in, trying to eliminate him completely. Obviously, the from the plays, man. Obviously, because he is a game wrecker. But Quentin Williams, he's still super reliable. Still super much a superstar. And I do want to see more out of him. Hopefully, he can go back to the numbers he had last year. Because in my opinion, he's top three regardless on any given year. Just based on the numbers he continues to produce and the impact he has for the Jets. Yeah, he's 27 years old, 6 years in the league, 3 years, $64 million. 16 games that he played, he had 37 tackles, 8 tackles for loss, 18 QB hits, and 6 sacks. He was a Pro Bowler. So, yeah, great on him. Um, Absolutely phenomenal play when he is on the field. I definitely think it's still obviously not easy to game plan for him because he, like I said, he does so many great things so well. Just a big body guy with athleticism, man, like no other. So, yeah, I'm happy to see him still in the top three. I hope that he continues to produce and produce at a high level. Number two, Jeffrey Simmons. Yeah, he's jumped up extremely high from number eight all the way to number two. But there's no denying his presence and his leadership and him being the best player on the Tennessee Titans, right? I think his growth has been tremendous. He's had to grow up in Tennessee, and he's had to learned to become a better football player and a better individual through every single year. And he's produced at such a high level for so long that obviously I think there were some seasons that were unfortunately not able to play to his full potential. And, I think just needed to get a head start or he needed to get a second chance of going back to where he's at. And now where he's at is obviously he's a superstar. He's definitely hard to deal with. Strong, I mean, extremely strong, man. Definitely is going to make offensive linemen look like little peewee type players, man. So Jeffrey Simmons is a dog. He's a monster. He does everything so well, man. He's 28 years old, 6 years in the league, 3 years, 62.17 million, 16 games that he played, 76 tackles, 11 tackles for loss, 9 QB hits, 5 sacks, 4 pass deflections, 2 forced fumbles, and 2 fumble recoveries. He was a Pro Bowler. Honestly, from the stats, I am a little shocked that he couldn't have gotten All Pro. But I think if he continues and hopefully elevates his game in terms of the sack total and whatnot, I see him being All Pro next year. Um, but yeah, he's one of the most dangerous D tackles in the game, and I mean, he continues to do it at a high level, especially with Tennessee's rebuilding process. I think Jeffrey Simmons is a huge cornerstone for him, and that's good that they have a contract signed for him for at least 3 years. Lastly, it's probably getting old by now, but it is what it is. Chris Jones, he's number one. Last year, number one, continues to be number one. He's just the best D tackle in the league. Um, he continues to do it at such a high rate. His numbers might be going slightly down, but he is honestly, a extremely key piece of why the Chiefs have become a dynasty, right? Without a Chris Jones, definitely his defense wouldn't have grown the way it has. He's a great leader. He's been proving it, obviously, since he's been in the league. And yeah, Chris Jones is definitely going to be a guy where, if you didn't sign him, he was going to go somewhere and make them a contender. So you better sign him. And they did. Chris Jones got signed. Yeah, 31 years old, 9 years in the league, 4 years, $127.4 million. Well deserved all of that money. 15 games that he played, 37 tackles, 9 tackles for loss, 20 QB hits, 5 sacks, and 1 forced fumble. The 3 games in the playoffs, he had 5 tackles, a tackle for loss, 5 QB hits, and a sack. He was 17th in Defensive Player of the Year voting. He was a Pro Bowler, and he was first team All Pro. Tremendous, tremendous year. Tremendous football player. One of the key pieces of the dynasty, and obviously the way he's going, he can definitely go to Canton. So, yeah, good on him. I'm extremely excited to see what he does, which he's always going to do such a great job. But can his numbers increase this year? Uh, and how will that look like? How will the Chiefs look like? I feel like they don't have to be too worried about it. I think they'll still compete for Super Bowls. The last thing I need to address before I finish this D tackle list is going to be my good friend CJ Finesse. He had obviously he will definitely be appearing on this show eventually. He will definitely be seeing my face. He'll be seeing his face. We will definitely be doing weekly previews, and not trying to be like the Goat House, right? But we'll try to do in our unique twist, and that's obviously in the works. Sooner rather than later, obviously, because the season's coming up. But CJ Finesse, honestly, a football genius. Definitely knows the game well, loves the game, respects the game, and it's an honor to have him on the show. So anyway, with all that serenading coming coming out of that, right? I do want to acknowledge one thing. That comment that he did with Leonard Williams being D tackle top three. No criticism at all. Honestly, yeah, he had a tremendous season. He's a monster. I mean, the what he was able to do in Seattle was amazing. He came back to being the Leonard Williams we all know and love, right? And for some, you might hate him, but Leonard Williams, you cannot deny, he is a monster. The thing is, so he knows. For me, on the online sources, there was only labeled as DNs. So I put him as DN honorable mention. I'm sorry, CJ Finesse. I know that he should be a D tackle top three. Definitely debatable, but he's in that line for sure, top five. But I didn't put him on there based on that reason. If he was D tackle, obviously we would be looking at something different, and we would have a different list right now. But overall, still, I like the evaluation. I love it. I hope that you guys can engage with me as my friends do, and I hope that you guys can go ahead. Please subscribe to my channel. I love doing this. Please let me keep doing this. I love it.